Oh, so they came in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are going to talk mainly about powders, setting powder, translucent powders. I used a lot of powder today, which usually I do not like to do because I do have a really dry skin and I do like the skin-like look. And it amazed me how much these products that I'm going to talk about did a really great job when it comes to setting into your skin. They do look so nice, and these are actually my current favorites, so make sure to stay tuned. I already moisturized my skin with Kiehl's Ultra Facial Moisturizer, and now I'm going in with Charlote Tilbury Wonder Glow Instant Soft Focus Beauty Glow Primer. And actually I'm using this one for the first time, and I'm so curious like what's going to happen. It looks like liquid highlighter. Whoa, it smells so nice. It gave subtle but really beautiful luminosity to my skin. Can you see this? I do think this looks really nice. What do we got next? Okay, so here I have Lancome Teint Idole Ultra Wear Foundation, and these are actually just samples. I didn't purchase the foundation. I'm not sure which shade I'm going to use. As you already know, I did try their new nude foundation. I do love it so much, and go and check that review also if you didn't already. Ooh, it is so light. And I'm afraid this one is too dark. Oh, I don't like the color. It's not too dark, but the undertone, not really. So I have to mix this two. Yeah, right away I can tell the texture is way thicker than the nude foundation. Let me just mix this and see what do I got. Okay, I do love this shade. Let's go with it. I wanted to do today's review with the nude foundation, but then I've got the sample and I was like, okay, let me just test out this foundation to see if I'm going to actually purchase this one. I'm going in with a damp beauty blender. OMG. I went to film again. It has been a few minutes, and then I saw on this little guy right here that my foundation became orange, and then I looked my face and I'm like, oh my god, I'm orange. Whoa, this oxidized you guys so much, so I'm going in with a lighter shade. I like this foundation. I don't like the color, like no way. This does not happen with the nude foundation. Nothing like this. Now I'm mad. So, great tip for you guys. I don't know if I mentioned this before, but if you're buying a foundation, please just be there, leave it on your face for maybe 5 to 10 minutes, wait, and then see what's going to happen, because some of them, as you can tell, will oxidize. It will completely change the color, and it won't be the color that you wanted. Please make sure to wait to see what the foundation will do on your face, and then see if the color is right color for you. Let's move on. The orange is back. The next product is Estee Lauder Double Wear Waterproof All Day Extreme Wear Concealer. I picked up the shade 1W, which is light warm. They came in 12 shades, but at my counter I could have picked from 5 shades. So I did took this 1W light warm shade, and this is the lightest that was there, and I really did like it. Like, see how it really nicely blended into my skin, and once you put it, it is really light, but it will blend so beautifully. This is actually long wear concealer, and why I picked up this one is because I do have a really dry skin, and I don't like my under eye area to look too cakey, too dry. I hate that. So I was looking for a concealer that it is waterproof, but then it is so light and it won't get me that super creased look. When it comes to coverage, I would say that this is actually medium coverage. This is not a full coverage foundation concealer. And I will put a little bit more because my foundation gone wrong today. See how it really melts beautifully in the skin. And now I will move on to this side and we'll use Ilamask cream pigment in Emerge to see is actually there any difference. I don't have dark under eye area, but I just wanted to see if it will change anything, because if your concealer is not that strong and you do have like really dark under eye area, you do want to go with a corrector first and then with your concealer. Do I see any difference? Yes, I do like a little bit more this side. And even though I put 2 products, still it's not creasing whatsoever. It is so nice. This concealer is so nice. And I like the fact that once you put it on your face, it stays. Okay, so I like this side with the corrector better. So with this concealer, make sure if you need to correct first and then go with a concealer. And I will put the rest of concealer on my face when I wanted my face to be highlighted. Next is setting powder. This is the best setting powder that I have tried so far. This is actually Mercier Translucent Loose setting powder. This is in the shade Translucent. There is also available medium deep color. And what is the best way to describe this powder? It's super silky and fine. I'm going to use this powder on every area that I wanted my face to be set and highlighted. And I will use my beauty blender. And I will go directly like this to bake my face. And I will put a generous amount. I thought it's going to be white, but it's not. It is actually a yellowish powder. It melts in your skin like magic. Then on this side, I'm going in first with a little bit of product. Because sometimes when you go directly baking your face, it can be a little bit too harsh, especially if the product is not so fine. And I want my skin to look more like skin, so I will just put a powder, a little bit, just to do its thing, just a set, and then I will go and bake, because I do believe this will give you better results, but we'll see if there is actually any difference. And now, after I waited a few minutes, now I'm going in baking this side also. And I will leave this powder here for my other powder, because I don't want to set my entire face with this powder. I don't want to look too powdery. I want it to have a really beautiful finish, skin-like finish, even though it doesn't look like that right now. And I know this seems to be like so much product already, but it's not. Now it has been a few minutes and it is time to wipe off this powder. I just put more on this side. Now let's see this one. I do like this side much more, because maybe you cannot tell the difference on the camera, but this side where I just put a little bit of powder first and then go in and bake, it looks more smoother than this one. I mean, it's not that much big of a difference, but it is for me, like, even if I can improve anything a little bit, it means a lot. So the next thing we've got is this, Prairie. This is actually Cellular Treatment Loose Powder. Mine is in the shade 2 Translucent. I know, like $100 for a powder. But one thing we'll discuss later is the amount that you get in this product. I'm going in with a powder puff, and they have different puff because this one you cannot pull your finger through. It's just like it's holding it like this. I'm using my travel size packaging. I still didn't figure out how to use this one because you have a mirror right here. But if you do open this plastic and then shake it, it will come out. But then, you know, everything is so messed up. So what I do like to do is to open it and use it from here. It is pretty much dark, like when you yeah. $10 is off of my hand. Okay, it is dark, but once you blend it into your skin, it's not so dark. This powder also, it is so fine. I don't like heavy powders. Sometimes it is hard to find a really fine powder. And like I mentioned, I do not like that powdery look. I just don't think that it looks nice. I want my skin to look more like skin, not just to see a foundation. Now the next product is this gorgeous Charlote Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Finish Skin Perfecting Micro Powder. This one is in shade 1 Fair, and can we just talk about this packaging? This is one of the finest packaging that I've ever seen. Wow, it is so nice. Good job, Charlotte. It has such great details on it, but let's talk about this powder. So this is supposed to give you like that airbrush look, and this powder actually is only 8 grams and it retails for $45, which is a lot. This powder comes in only 3 shades, but the shade can, like one shade can stretch a lot, so that's why you will be very confused, like only 3 shades, it's just how it's gonna work. This is the finest pressed powder that I've ever tried. I'm going to use this angled brush, and you're supposed to do like swipe motions, otherwise you will hit the pan really quickly. I don't know how much this will last me. I'm so excited. You better work for this amount of money. You better be good. Wow, this is like invisible powder, like translucent, but it is not because it is in color. And this is exactly what I was looking for. So if you do want to brighten up your complexion, and if you are fair to medium, then this powder, this shade will be good. Whoa! Let's just say I used a lot of powder today and I still do not look powdery whatsoever. It is really invisible and it's not translucent. Whoa! I will try to use it on its own to see how it performs, but now let's just set this face. To see what is going to happen. This goes so beautifully. Again, I have so much powder on my face and it looks nice. Well, let me just go in with my bronzer, highlight my lips, and I will be back for the final thoughts. And so this is the final look, and what do I think? Okay, really quickly, I love everything that I've reviewed today except for that foundation color. I do like the foundation, hate the color. The thing is, this ultra wear oxidized so much, so like I said, be careful once you apply the foundation. Wait and see the result. Next, like I said, this double wear waterproof Estee Lauder concealer. This one is my favorite current concealer right now, and I do use it on a daily basis, and I really do like this one, and I think this one will last you long. It does have 15 milliliters in here, so that is not a small amount, and it will last you long because you obviously do not need to apply that much of a product. It looks and feels really lightweight on the skin. It is waterproof. It is everything that I love about concealer. It does not crease. That's huge yes for a concealer. Okay, next, Laura Mercier. I love this powder. I love this powder so much. Actually, this is the best loose translucent powder that I have tried so far. And then I will move on to this Prairie powder, which again, as Laura Mercier, it is super fine powder. It will melt into your skin so nicely. You do have two shades, and even though it does look a little bit dark, it is not so dark. It will not do the brightening effect unless you are really dark in your skin. But I do love to use Laura Mercier to set my face on my T-zone, and then just go with Prairie everywhere else where I will put my bronzer on my face and contour. And the next is Charlotte Tilbury. I love this compact powder. This is the finest compact powder that I've ever tried. I cannot even describe how fine this one is. You will have to just find it for yourself. It is super fine, and like I said, I don't know how many times, even though I put so much powder on my face, it amazes me how I still look. So obviously for my day-to-day routine, I do not need this much of foundation and powder, but let's not forget the foundation that I've tried. It is full coverage. So when it comes to price, okay, for Prairie it was $100 for a translucent powder, but you will get one travel and full size, and then you will get 66 grams of product for $100. Now for the Laura Mercier, you get 29 grams in here, which is, again, it's generous amount, but the price for this one was around $38. Thank you for watching again, and make sure to check out some of these other videos right here. And guys, thank you for hanging out with me today, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.